Lucy Powell, one of the strong messages coming through from the IFS is that this massive increase in current spending, put aside what you're going to borrow to invest as well, of over £80 billion a year you plan to add to current spending. The IFS says that just cannot be done by taxing only the top 5%.
Well, I think actually it says that maybe that's questionable in the long term, but what is really clear and what the IFS agree is that £89 billion is fully costed on our manifesto. Every penny of where that's coming from is identified in our grey book, and maybe that's why we're getting more analysis than the Tories, because they're not actually saying where theirs is coming from.
Where's the costing of the WASPy women in the grey book?
Well, as you discovered earlier this week, Andrew, with your interview, obviously the WASPy women issue is not contained in the grey book because it's a one-off recompense of.
But it's not a one-off. It's going to be almost £60 billion to be paid off over a number of years, billions and billions per year. It's current spending because it's pensions, and you haven't costed that at all. Well,
some of that will obviously have to come from additional borrowing, and there is some headroom in our grey book there for that additional borrowing. But it's
really
in the same way.
Hold on, the grey book already outlines over £600 billion of borrowing. Where's the headroom?
No, that's in capital borrowing. Yeah. It's not.
But
the same.
You said you won't borrow for current spending.
Yes.
Now you will.
Well, on this, as you know from your conversation with Jeremy Corbyn, where he explained this too, is that some of that cost. I think he did. I think you got there with him in the end. I think.
So you're going to borrow to spend. You told us you were going to borrow to invest. Now you'll borrow to spend.
It's not spending year on year on year on year. It's a one-off expenditure.
Of course.
To restore an injustice that was done to many millions of women in their pension rights.
Never mind, though, who said what or where this money is coming from. If you had £60 billion, is this really the right way to spend it to help the poorer people in society? Do you want to give Theresa May another £22,000?